I think the course layout's pretty. Oh, that is really loud. Pretty straightforward. It's like there's only a few dog legs, and then everything's pretty out in front of you. It's a very scoreable golf course, so scores are going to be low. Obviously, last year was completely rained out, so then the golf course was really wet. So this year, I think the condition will be a little bit different, and then that will also be a different play.
And then being back in Cincinnati this week, what did you enjoy most about being in Cincinnati last year?
I didn't get to see much of anything last year, so this year I will enjoy the city a little bit more. I was hoping to get some tickets to the baseball game for free, but nothing's free in this world, I've realized, so I'm going to go and buy tickets.
And then you've had a consistent and strong year so far this year. What do you credit your great play to so far?
But my ball striking has improved, and so that helped a lot. You know, when you hit it on the green, life is just a little bit easier than chipping it around and trying to make up and down constantly. And then you realize that golf is hard, but not as hard because you don't make it harder. But, you know, it's just going back to sticking to my basics because I changed my golf clubs and then the weight and everything, and it just didn't work out. So I went back to it, and then I fixed my swing a little bit. So now it's playable.
Awesome. And then some exciting news as of lately too. You were chosen to represent the U.S. in the Solheim Cup this year. Can you talk us through some of those conversations with Stacy beforehand and after?
The last team meeting we had was at Founders in Upper Montclair, and then ever since then, Stacy goes, go and play. So she hasn't really talked to us because I think she took a different approach. Where in previous years, everyone did bonding or there's a lot more meetings, but I think Stacy wanted us to do our own thing. So I think that was pretty cool, a different approach. I think the last time she spoke to me was, I know she spoke to me. I was at the British. I'm a little delusional now. She spoke to me at the British, and so after that, I was just like, oh, I know I'm close. I thought I wasn't actually in it, but she told me I was in. Because I don't really know how to look at points. It's too complicated. So yeah, that was really nice. And then it was encouraging words. And then obviously I got picked. I was in until Andrew kicked me out. And so that was really nerve-wracking. Yeah.
And then with your past experience in Solheim Cups, what are you looking to bring into this year's?
Win. I don't really know what I can bring to the table. Everyone knows what to do. There's not much guiding. Stacy, obviously, as a captain, has it all together and will lead us to the trophy, I hope. Well, we have to play, so. I really don't know much to say because I know I've played 2 Solheims already, and this is going to be my 3rd, but, you know, these girls are, really have it together, and I don't think there needs to be a lot. I mean, even with the rookies, they're so experienced with team play and everything, so just going to be part of the team and then hopefully win the cup.
Absolutely. Open up to other questions.
Yeah, I mean, looking at this team, it's younger probably as far as rookies go than maybe it's been in the past. Do you think that kind of new infusion of this younger talent that's kind of hungry to win the cup back? I know you all are, but do you think it's going to kind of help in any sort of way?
Yeah, I think so. I think everyone's so driven. I think that's going to make a huge difference in our play. I think personality is also a pretty big factor, and it's a pretty good mixture of everything. And as in everything, I don't really know what that means, but everyone's kind of different and unique to their own. And we have a huge veteran like Lexi, who's played like I think 6 times already. So I think it just all adds together and fits in well. And we have rookies, but not a lot of rookies. And so I think that also plays out because I always say like first time playing Solheim is so different because you have to experience all and everything that you have to, like, the crowds, people screaming at you, and now we're playing on foreign soil, so it's a bit different.
What in your game has really been clicking for you this season? I mean, you've played some even last season, you've played some really solid golf the last year and a half to get to this point. What's been different for you, and what's kind of given you more of that confidence on the golf course?
Confidence is built up, so over time it has to. It doesn't like just come overnight. Sometimes you get lucky and you can win a tournament, but if there is no ground, like foundation to that, it does still fade away. But I've gradually played well, and so I think that has been a backing. And then, like I said earlier, it was just my golf clubs. My golf clubs were a little bit off, where I changed the settings on it a little bit, and then I went back to my basics, and that helped a lot. And then I changed my swing to where it used to be like, and then I think that helped as well, because the truth is, like, ball striking, everybody talks about putting, but ball striking is so important. If you don't hit it on the green, you're not going to get anywhere in life, or at least in golf.
I love that. You said something to me right after you got picked. It was kind of an interesting stat. You're the only player that almost made it in points without a win. I know some people might see that as like not the best, but you thought that was super cool. And can you just explain why that was like so cool to you?
Yeah, I really didn't think about it until I think I went on with Rose for Golf Channel, and they introduced me as the only player that hasn't won on the team. People usually are a little shocked, but I really thought about it. I was like, that's actually pretty cool. That means I played consistently, and I didn't have, because when you win, you have a mass amount of points, and then you jump up. Whereas me, when you don't win, even on Rolex, you don't move up that much. You kind of just stay consistently there and just waddle around. And with that, and I could do that since April, to be able to jump up that much, that means I've been playing consistently. And that, to me, is cooler than actually winning. Obviously, I want to win and not be the only person that hasn't won on the team right now. I don't want to be introduced anymore like that. And then it was funny because it was my picture, and under the graphics was it says second place, and I was like, come on. That's so sad.
But if you look at recent events, I mean, somebody like Megan, who has had kind of a similar journey, it took her, as many years as it did to get that first win. Does that kind of inspire you and kind of calm you down a little bit? Like, it's going to happen. You're just due at some point.
I mean, I don't know if I feel inspired, but yeah, I just feel well, hopefully it will come. If not, then I don't know what to do. I can't rob someone of a trophy. So I gotta still play to win. Just have to be patient and be steady.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Angel.
Thank you.
Woo. Good
All right,
job.
we're done.